pretty girl. How are you doing today? Today I wanted to tell you exactly how to detach for real this time. How to genuinely detach. Because a lot of times just because y'all broke up, that doesn't mean you detached. And a lot of you watching this video might not even have broken up with your significant other yet, but are just knowing that they are affecting you so deeply and hurting your soul and your energy, and just really want to leave that situation, but you don't know how. You feel so attached, you feel so in love with them, you feel like you can't live without them. I'm gonna tell you exactly how to get over that. And for the people that are out of the relationship and just still feel themselves longing, feel that they are not whole, feel so depressed without them, maybe blaming themselves, maybe just wondering why you weren't good enough, maybe wondering if you made a mistake and he was the one that got away. I'm here to tell you from experience, he is not the one that got away. And if you go back to him, I'm going to tell you right now, you are going to have to repeat that lesson that you already learned. You're going to have to repeat that 1,000,000 times harder, and it's going to be so much fucking worse. So don't fucking do that. Just listen to this video. Actually listen and follow my advice. I got you. I had an abusive father and a mother that we were just not very close, and she was very angry. She degraded me a lot. She never really learned how to process her emotions. That turned me into a child that constantly was seeking out that love. Me and my father did not have contact after I was 13, but I found the entirety of the rest of my teenage years was very much directed at just seeking love out from first my mom, and when I realized that wasn't working, through other sources. And it wasn't even just boyfriends, it was also friendships. I was so desperate. I was lacking so much love in my home and so much love for myself because I had really internalized the idea that I was not worthy of love, and there was a reason that I was not receiving this love that I knew I deserved. So I went out into the world seeking for it. I was craving it so badly. Every time I thought I would find it, it would be a relationship full of cheating, a lot of hitting, unfortunately, a lot of degrading, a lot of things that I already saw in my childhood, and that's exactly what I was trying to get away from. And I didn't understand why. I ended up believing that I was somebody that just attracted toxicness and narcissism, and not that I just attracted it, but I deserved it. With that being said, the first fucking step is to stop fucking victimizing yourself. You have to stop victimizing yourself. You have to realize that if they are hurting you and making your life worse, if your energy is being affected, that is because you are allowing them to. That is because you are pouring your time and energy into the person that you know does not have your best interest at heart, does not love you, does not treat you how you deserve to be treated. You are allowing them to come in your life over and over and over again and destroy it because you are not comfortable enough with yourself to be alone. Why are you not comfortable alone? But instead of believing that, you victimize yourself. You tell yourself that the world is out to get you, that you're just a good person and you're just trying to change them, and that is not the truth. You are being selfish. You are not in this relationship to change them. You are in this relationship because you can't be alone, because you don't love yourself enough to be alone, because you don't trust yourself enough to be alone, because you can't find happiness when you are alone. Because you have now equated so much of your worth and your personality and your being to this person. You have given it to them. You have given them all of your success, everything that's beautiful and amazing about you. You have now put that power into them. And without them, now you feel empty. Take that power back. You know how you're going to take that power back? We're going to build our self-worth. We're going to start taking care of ourselves. We're going to believe that we are worthy of real love. We're truly going to believe that in our heart, because you do not believe that right now. You do not truly believe you are worthy of love. You would not still be seeking out this artificial, toxic love that's not really love at all. Why would you be seeking that out if you truly believe that you deserved real, authentic, in the movies love like you want? If you truly believe that you deserved it, then you would truly believe that you were going to get it. You would truly believe that the universe would give you that. You need to build up your self-worth to the point that you don't feel the need to have somebody else in your life, anybody else in your life, or anything in your life. You know that you are worthy and powerful enough to succeed all on your own, to feel loved, to feel happy all on your own. You wouldn't ever need anything else. How could you? But the only way you could do that is to first accept that you were not there yet, and that is why you were leaning on this person. So that means that we are going to start saying affirmations. That means we are going to get in the gym. The gym is the easiest first step to self-love. It it just takes care of any problem you could possibly fucking have. I saw a TikTok the other day. It was like, if you want a man, go to the gym. If you don't want a man, go to the gym. If you want to love yourself, go to the gym. Like, if you want motivation, go to the gym. Going to the gym genuinely just forces you to build trust with yourself through the discipline of doing something that you don't want to do, but you're doing it because you know that there is going to be visible and not visible results that are going to make your life so much greater. And just you choosing to make that step every day builds the trust with yourself that you got you. You don't need anybody else. The second thing we're gonna do is stop believing these stories that you are telling yourself. Stop telling yourself these stories at all. If you believe that y'all were gonna get married and that he was just so perfect, he was gonna be your perfect mister. If he was really perfect, y'all would have been together. Y'all would have been together. If y'all were meant to be together, you would have been together, and it would not have been the toxic, stressful situation that it was. And the longer you feed yourself those stories, the more your brain lives in an environment where it believes that it missed out. So you are going to constantly be living in a state of lack. You are constantly going to be stressed out about what you believe that you missed, because you were telling yourself that lie. You were telling yourself that story. Your reality is made up of the stories that you tell yourself and the experiences that you identify with. So we're gonna stop fucking telling ourselves that, because it's not the fucking truth. We're going to remember the reasons that we left. We're gonna write those down in our journal. We're going to write down what we do truly want in a partner. And we are going to realize that that is what we deserve. And then, this is the third step. This is the third fucking step. What kind of person do you need to be to attract, to be worthy of the person that you're writing down, of your dream man? What about you makes you feel like you are not worthy of that? What about you? And when you figure that out, and when you figure out what version of yourself is with that person, pick one thing that would bring you closer to that version of yourself. Pick one thing to do every day and stick to it and build that discipline with yourself and build that trust. I would definitely suggest the gym for this. We're gonna stop believing that that person intentionally hurt us. We're gonna stop believing that that person is evil. We're gonna stop believing that that person set out to hurt us in the first place, because they didn't. And the longer you give them that power, the longer you believe that you were special enough to be chosen to be treated that way, the longer you're going to believe that you're a victim, when that's not even the case. That person is broken. That person is broken because of things that happened to them that has nothing to do with you. And they have not healed themselves, so now they are just spreading their fucking blood on everybody around them. They're just hurting everybody around them because they have not healed their wounds yet. And that has nothing to do with you. And you need to realize that they came into your life to teach you a lesson, as a gift to you, as a gift to you to become the person that you are meant to be. You choose to see these as setbacks, as losses, when you feel in lack, when you feel like you're never going to be able to have such a great love again, then that is the reality that you are creating for yourself. You are creating a reality with no love, of desperation, of narcissism, of abuse, of whatever you went through. You think about who you were before you met that person and all of the things that they taught you along the way. Remember all of the good experiences, but don't forget the bad as well. Remember the good experiences that taught you and helped you to become the person you are now, the person that you love now, a person that you could have never been if you didn't have that experience. Choose to take that lesson and let it make you greater. Choose to take the gift from the universe and create abundance from it. Because the moment you are able to create from the gifts that the universe has already given you, the more gifts it will give you, the more obvious it will be, the easier it will be to accept those gifts and build from them. But as long as you are still victimizing yourself, as long as you are believing that people are out to get you and life is so unfair, the more you are going to live in this past where you are feeling so full of lack and stress, and you will never be able to create from that state. You can never create from a state of lack. Learn to be grateful. Learn to be grateful that this person came into your life and fucked shit up and messed with shit, because if you didn't, you would still be at the same place that you were. There would have been nothing to move you to where you are now. There would have been nothing to grow you. We are trying to become our higher self. We are not trying to stay stagnant. We are learning to take the things that other people may view as bad, the things that traumatized us. We are learning to take the beautiful lessons that were within all the bullshit, that were hidden under all the bullshit. We are learning to uncover that, find the opportunity in it, and build from it. That is what truly being detached is. To be grateful for the experience, to be grateful that the universe gifted you this experience, because you know that the universe is working to make you your highest, most amazing self. You know that. So in order to truly detach from somebody is to truly be able to, 1, be okay and happy with yourself, 2, be grateful for your experiences, and 3, be able to create abundance where you're at. Because if you were not able to do these 3 things, you're always going to need somebody else. And that somebody else is always going to be that person that you were already attached to. And when it's not them anymore, it's going to be somebody else. You're going to attach to somebody else. I went through this cycle for so long, jumping from relationship to relationship, abuser after abuser. I stayed in a 2-year-long relationship, and this man almost killed me. I left to college to be free because I felt like this was just going to really liberate me and give me a new environment full of new people that I can learn and grow from. But I got there and I got a new toxic friend that used me and made me hate myself even more. And then I turned to the original abuser, the boyfriend, my ex. And he would call me and make all these fake numbers. I started responding to those out of the lack of love I had while I was at college. I was still so unhappy. I still didn't love myself, and I was still looking for it in other people. And when I dropped out of college and I came back here, I ended up trying to do the same thing. I tried to get on Tinder and try to find somebody else that I could latch onto. And when it didn't work, I was depressed. I wouldn't get off the couch. I was in my mom's couch just sitting there, depressed, angry with everybody, resentful as fuck, viewing the world as an evil, horrible place, making myself the victim over and over and over again. I was not the fucking victim. I was lazy. And then I burnt off all my fucking hair and I was like, oh shit. Nobody's gonna think I'm pretty anymore. And then that was the time. That is when I decided that I'm about to get the fuck up and make myself more than pretty. More than what other people think I look like and tell me I look like. All of my validation and self-worth came from other people. I didn't have any hobbies. I didn't have a personality. I couldn't even have fun alone. You need to know who you are and be okay with yourself, or you are always gonna be attached to somebody or something. And you're never gonna move. You're gonna forever remain stagnant because the universe is just gonna keep trying to teach you these lessons, and you're gonna keep not learning them because you're gonna keep believing that you're the victim. But you're not. You are creating these situations for yourself by constantly living in this reality, by creating an environment in your mind where you are constantly living in lack and stress. So in the real world, you're so needy. You're so needy. You're desperate. The universe does not respond well to desperateness and neediness. You are always going to pick the first shitty option. You're always going to pick the most comfortable option. You're never going to truly change. You're never going to be more than you are right now until you choose to step out of that reality and find a change. Find what you can do, because you cannot control the world. There's always going to be some fucking shit that happens. There's always going to be somebody that comes along and tries to fuck shit up. But you need to be the one to take back control and make do with what the fuck is there. Learn to make abundance, because the universe will never bless you with abundance if you can't even make it yourself. Why would the universe give somebody abundance that does not know how to fucking handle it? You don't even want abundance. You're out looking for comfort. You're out looking to feel comfortable. You're not looking for a change. You're not looking to be greater right now. Stand the fuck up and be greater. Stand the fuck up and realize that feeling, that attachment feeling that you have, that need, that feeling like there's a part of you missing, is really just you being uncomfortable. This is you changing. This is you growing. And you stifling that by texting him? That's stupid as fuck. You've just reset. You've just pressed restart. After all of this trauma, after all of the crying, after all of the fucking yelling and fights and fucking mental trauma and torment you have put yourself through. You're finna go right the fuck back? You're finna go live that again? Why? Just learn right now. Just be better right now. Because regardless, you need to get there. You need to go and be your highest self at some fucking point. Now, whether that's fucking now or when you're 50 years old and you already been with a billion horrible fucking people and then spent your whole life in a fucking loveless marriage with somebody that fucking cheats on you or hits you or whatever the fuck, That's when you're gonna change? You wanna wait till then to change? Change right the fuck now. The universe is giving you all of the tools you need to change right the fuck now. Change. It's literally in your hands. The moment you stop blaming the world and everybody else, you realize that your destiny is in your hands. You need to get out of your room. If you are right in this moment, if you are in the breakup stage where you were just in your room, isolating yourself, not doing shit, that is making it so much worse. That is confirming that you cannot take care of yourself and make yourself happy. Get the fuck out and go take a fucking walk. Go fucking start a hobby. If you're in college, I was in college doing that. You know how many activities there are that you could do in college? You know how many clubs there are? You know how many people? Get the fuck out there and do not do it to go have a rebound or go latch on to somebody else. Do not do it for that. Do it for you. Go there fully with the purpose of learning something new about yourself and to just bring yourself happiness. Do not keep going out and searching for a new distraction or really a new excuse to stay the fucking same. Do not go out there and find another excuse to stay the same. We're changing. You're gonna be better. We're being better. We're never gonna do this again. We're not making the same mistakes over and over again. That's how you stay stagnant. That's how you don't do shit with your life. That's with anything. Get the fuck up and do what you need to do. You know what you need to do. You know that sitting there listening to sad songs and watching sad movies till fucking 4 a.m. and crying yourself to sleep and smoking and partying and posting yourself a million times on social media just to get comments and likes, like, be fucking for real. You know that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You literally know that. You literally know that. You need to be strong enough and courageous enough to be alone, focus on yourself, build that self-love and that self-trust, and that perfect man will come to you. You won't even be worried about it anymore. You're operating from such a state of lack and desperation right now that nothing will ever be created. Nothing will ever change right now with the way you are acting and behaving. Do you understand that? Nothing is gonna change until you get the fuck up and make a change, until you choose to be uncomfortable, until you're brave enough to be uncomfortable, because I know it's fucking hard. I know it's hard. So much easier said than done, but that first step is the hardest step. The path will just start building itself for you after that. Genuinely. Things will fall in your fucking lap. But you have to be brave enough to make that first step, because nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to save you. And nobody can replace that hole that he put there but you. Because that hole was already there. He didn't even put it there. You filled it with him for a moment. But let's be honest, you never even really filled it. Did you really ever feel whole? Did you ever really feel whole? Or did you just gaslight yourself into feeling whole whenever y'all had a good day or y'all were texting or whatever the fuck? Be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. And it doesn't even have to be that your ex was this horrible, awful person. But just know that if you were not meant to have it, you will not have it. The universe is not going to allow you to have something that is not meant to be in your life. People are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And I know that shit sounds cheesy, but I spent so long, and a lot of you are spending so long trying to force the reasons and the seasons into that lifetime category. And there are very few people and things that are meant into that lifetime category. No things. Very few people that are meant into that lifetime category. Just because it's not a lifetime does not make it not important. It is important for you to acknowledge and learn the lessons from the experiences with people who are in your life for a season or a reason in order to finally meet the people that are supposed to be here for a lifetime. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you can get to your lifetime, the sooner you can become your highest self. The sooner you can finally let go of the expectation that some outside source is going to make you happy and make you whole and make your life. You finally take back control and figure out your life has been in your hands all along. You've just been giving the power to other people. You've been letting people play you like a fucking puppet. We're done. We're not doing that anymore. It's you. You make your life beautiful. You make your life meaningful. You make yourself happy. You make yourself feel whole. It's you. And the moment you realize that and take that responsibility and build that trust with yourself, the universe is going to reward you and give you everything you ever wanted. Just like that. I love you so fucking much. If you are going through a breakup right now, I know it's hard. Or maybe a potential breakup, a breakup that's about to happen. You know, either way, I know it's hard, and I definitely understand. I know how it feels. I know it hurts, and I know it's much easier said than done to take that first step, but do know that that is the hardest step and that you can absolutely do it, and I absolutely believe in you. I love you so much, pretty girl. Have a great day. If you like my vibe, make sure to like and subscribe, and also check out my store, petalselflove.store. We have tons of personalized journals, we have planners, we have daily vlogs, we have personalized tumblers and stickers. We also have my manifestation guide that I wrote myself. And there's even more to come. We do have a huge sale going on right now for Cyber Monday, so check it out. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much, pretty girl.